the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Duke's offense comes onto the field first today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Looking to throw, it's Mahan. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Looking left. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. To the ground with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Really nice 1st down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
3rd down and inches. Everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the 1st down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
They'll leave it with him. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Mahan. Finds his man, it's Jackson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make... during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Huskies want to move quickly. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Trying play action. Gets rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for us.
There he goes! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Ezukama. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man cover. Time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Here's the pressure. Grabbed behind the line, it's Latu. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position, they located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some out-breaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. A little release to the back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Washington right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes a catch. Gashing the D on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Mahan. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's the handoff. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield. It's Mahan. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Never a doubt. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish the third quarter. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got his man out of the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Huskies in the hurry-up. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
First down for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
24-7.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
That's reeled in. It's more. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Washington wants to go quickly. Give to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He'll try to do it himself.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous 1st down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Fires to the big fella. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. And the Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got his man on the right. Brings into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the 1st half. And here they are in the 2nd half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Blue Devils had this offense rolling. Back to pass, it's Mahan. The sure hands, it's Jackson. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry up. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Huskies backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Peters. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Defense looks as if it's coming. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Ezukama. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. Get the first down.
Touchdown, Duke! Fit it in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Harris. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw 1 interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases. An